What's up, guys?
I feel bad about myself now.
So, as you can see, I've got my other phone in front of me. I'm explaining this. I'll explain it again. I've got my phone in front of me because I have a ghost app up. I've been experimenting a little bit.
Why is she here?
Why is who here? So, my kid and whoever is talking on here are apparently having a little bit of a tiff. I don't know.
I called her the B word because I thought it was Siri and she didn't tell me it was a ghost, and now I feel bad and the ghost hates me. Because it doesn't want me to tailor my pants.
Yeah, we were talking about Kay tailoring a new pair of pants and it said no. And
it said don't do it.
Yeah, it said don't do it. And then, but yeah, it said I see you. It said all kinds of stuff this
And also
evening.
because I'm obnoxious.
So, yeah. Oh, this is funny.
Lower your voice.
Wow.
Okay, I can do that.
Who are you talking to? This thing is interesting. So we are going to let this go while I'm doing some mediumship reads. And I will also be doing some channeled readings this evening. But I'm going to leave this here, this little green bar right here. Well, I say green. If it goes up, that's an electromagnetic field. I'm also curious to see if anything changes or shifts while I'm reading. So we'll see. We'll see. So this is Ghost Tube. I have a ton of different apps on my phone that I use, and I did play with several of them last night. I will put out a video about that tomorrow. And here's why. And I was kind of explaining this to Kay a little bit when she came up here. So I had a conversation with one of the producers from the Hell House series that I went and filmed this summer yesterday. So I went and filmed it this summer, but I had the conversation with the producer yesterday. Okay. And so he told me that I had opened up something in the house and that the activity had been through the roof since I left. They 100% wanted me back for another episode and so on and so forth. We talked about a lot of things. And
Give it back.
Give what back? I didn't take anything.
Uncomfortable.
You're making me uncomfortable. Give what back? So, I'm like sitting here, did I take anything from
Did
Hell
I take
House?
anything?
No, I didn't. I have a rock from the gravel outside.
God damn you.
I take a rock everywhere I go. But anyway.
Ungodly.
Okay. You know, we're not going to go down that road. You already said some words earlier that I'm not all about. So we're not going to do that. There are plenty of other people on TikTok that want to talk to you if you're in that realm of things. So, but I do have a lot of weird shit that now is in my house. I do have a lot of dead people's furniture in my house. I have a lot of weird shit, just weird shit. So there's no telling if...
Oh my God, maybe it's the owner of my pants.
Maybe it is the owner of your pants.
They don't want me to mess up their pants. They want the pants back.
Well, how are you going to find out who the owner of the pants is?
Thrift store.
They won't know. They probably got it from another thrift store.
They're going to know where my pants came from, and I'm going to return them to the grave.
Anyway, let's get on with it. We have some readings that I'm going to start with Miss Jasmine H.
Power.
Okay.
But the power pants.
They are power pants.
Remember, it came with a Matador jacket with shoulder pads. It's their power suit. I took it.
It is a power suit.
I took a power suit from a ghost.
So this ought to be a pretty interesting thing. I will say this. So ever since I was little, I had something that kind of followed me around. I just called it Benny. I don't know. It's a dude. I just called it Benny. Benny's pretty funny. He has a pretty interesting sense of humor. So we'll see. I don't know if this is Benny we're talking to or if this is somebody else. I don't know. I've asked for a name repeatedly, haven't got a name. I got a couple of names last night. But it was basically asking me about people that I knew. Does that make sense? I am feeling a little bit better, Anna. Not 100%, but a little bit better. I mean, I brushed my hair. Put it back up. All right. Miss Jasmine, you are first. If you guys have never watched me do mediumship reads, I just use the cards to occupy my hands to give me something to do. When I'm at a location,
Who is he?
My doggy.
a lot of times I will do automatic writing. And I will be doing an automatic writing live coming up probably next week.
Bear Bear's a good boy.
So Miss Jasmine, I don't know who the lady in yellow is, but this is like grandma, great aunt kind of feel. She's shorter. I'm going to say probably around 5'2". And she's showing me herself in a yellow dress, but it's like
Not feeling well.
in a comical way. No, I haven't been feeling well.
Maybe they're not feeling well. They said they're uncomfortable.
She's showing me herself in a comical way. In other words, like she's a little chubby, but she's showing me herself as like a round ball. It's so funny with little white lace at the bottom. She also just showed me the little ladies that people used to crochet them, have the doll sticking up and it went over the toilet paper on the back of the toilet, and like the little crochet boxes. You know what I mean? So she keeps showing me stuff that revolves around sewing, crocheting a lot. Okay, once again, she showed me the little toilet paper thing with the lady. And this one is black and hot pink. So I don't know if she made you one of these or what. I'm looking to see if Jasmine's here. Is that you, Tiny Jazz? Mods, if you could pin Jasmine so I know if she's here or not. She keeps showing me this yellow and okay, got it. I don't know. I'm going to describe this because apparently I didn't describe it right because she's showing it to me again.
I can't see you.
Well, we can't see you either, sweetie. Can you give me you could give me a name. It would be great. She keeps showing me it's like a round ball of yellow, but it's got white lace at the bottom. And I don't know what this is.
What is your name?
Well, what is your name, babe? We've asked for you're interrupted me.
Tell her your name. You asked her a name.
Excuse me, you're right. I'm Bodhi. Who are you? So she keeps showing me this big yellow thing with the white lace at the bottom. To me, it almost looks like a Christmas ornament because it looks like maybe it's been crocheted all around, but it is bright yellow and it has white lace at the bottom. She does wear glasses. And I don't know what this is. If I'm tasting, it's almost like sugar cookies and gingerbread at the same time. Like all of this is holiday stuff. She's showing me all kinds of like Christmas, Thanksgiving, holiday things. So I am getting the feeling that Christmas. Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, sweetheart. That Christmas was one of her favorite things. And I have a feeling that Christmas is also either an anniversary or a milestone. So do you know who this might be? And is there an anniversary associated with Christmas? Because that's the feeling that I keep getting from her. There's something special, like this was a humongous thing.
They're weak?
Mm-hmm. Do y'all notice how once I started channeling, this is picked up a lot with the words?
They're weak and uncomfortable.
Please leave.
Please leave.
Where would you like us to leave? Where would you like us to go?
Does it always ask for you to leave?
Christmas isn't ringing a bell. Okay. She just keeps pushing that. So what is... Okay. I'm going to try to describe this. I would say it's a cobbler, but I don't think it's a cobbler. She's showing me something in a pan, like Pyrex, about this wide. It's about that deep. It's almost like a crumble or something on the top. And this is, yeah, I am getting kind of annoyed by it, Shelby. This is something that she would make every single holiday. She just keeps showing me stuff around the holiday themes. She showed me a pink heart pillow. I'm trying to focus on her because... Will you turn that fan off? I don't know if it's blowing dirt or what's going on, but...
Please continue.
Yes, okay.
This is a really polite ghost. Please leave. Please continue.
So she showed me the heart pillow, and then I'm trying to
Quickly.
focus... I'm trying to focus on her, but she doesn't want to show me...
Maybe it's reading Bear Bear's mind. He wanted me to continue.
She doesn't want to show me herself, and I don't understand why. When she first came up, she wanted to show me like her joking about being round. She wanted
In
to
the
show
past.
she wanted to show me that she wore glasses. She wanted to show me that she was short, but she doesn't want to show me, like, I literally can't even see the head on her. So that usually to me is a sign that there is Alzheimer's or dementia there, where they didn't really know who they were there at the end, because like her face is just, I don't want to call it static.
I'm lost.
You're lost. She also gave me a weird headache right through here. Like it literally goes right through here and all the way back. She showed me comic books. Like Maxine Calendar. Oh, the little lady with the curly hair and the glasses? Yes. She showed me comic books. Or like a comic. Like a cartoon. It's so funny. She'll start to show me one thing and then turn and go this way and then turn and go this way. Like she's just so excited. I have the feeling that whenever you would go to visit her or whatever, she would start like talking and laughing, and this is how I talk, so I understand. She'd be like, oh my God, by the way, like today this happened with the car, and oh yeah, I had a plant that did this. Like she just goes from topic to topic, like so fast it's not even funny. The other thing, I want to ask about the comics again, because she pointed me back to the comics. Rope. She also just showed me cherries, but these are like you would see on a casino game, you know, the 2 cherries on the stem. She just showed me that. She's like a very, very visual person. I don't know. I get the feel that she didn't go very far in school. But she's super intelligent. Does that make sense? So she just showed me some wheat. Like a thing of wheat. And I feel like this is like Kansas or Nebraska. It's somewhere very open, very flat. Lots of grain, lots of wheat. Is this making sense, Jasmine? Okay. She wants me to talk about watching movies. And then she brought me right back around to the holiday aspect. I assume that she passed away when you were a little bit younger, yes, because what she's showing me, especially with holiday stuff, it's a lot of things you would do like with children, with a lot of children around. Or maybe just one, I don't know, just one children, but with things that you did with children to pass on, like traditions and so on. And she wants me to talk again about whatever this dish is that's in the square thing, about like this. Like, it's literally about like this. She brought me back around to the aspect of not being able to see her own face. So whoever this is had something memory-wise before she passed away, because she doesn't remember that aspect. Does that make sense? Did you know
Lower your voice. Wed.
We've been told to lower our voice twice tonight by this app. It's kind of funny. Did you know your great grandma? So you have a few ladies over there. This is just the one she brought me back to this yellow globe, whatever this yellow globe is, with the white around it and the crochet things. She brought me right back to all of that. So whoever this is crocheted a lot. It's funny, I also didn't start coughing until I started channeling her. Like, it's weird. I haven't been coughing at all. One passed when you were 11, the other one when you were 24. Okay, she's pointing again to this yellow globe. And I'm going to say it's probably about this big. That is probably about this big. Okay. Whoever this is, there's an issue with a necklace. It almost comes to a point, and it has, I'm going to say an emerald. It has a bright green stone in it, not jade, like a bright green stone in it. The way she's showing me, it sits about here. I don't know what this issue is, but it's almost like there was an argument.
I'm following you.
There was an argument over it. Do you know what I'm talking about? As in one person ended up giving it to the other because they didn't want to fight. So this necklace in particular, the way she's showing it to me, it's kind of tarnished. Her kids did fight over things. So you don't recognize the necklace, but the kids did. Okay. This is something, I don't get that she had a ton of jewelry, that this was a piece that she only wore maybe with like wedding, like at her wedding or something like that. It was a major, major event that she wore this necklace at. I also get the feeling she doesn't really get super angry, because even whenever I'm looking at this necklace that she's showing me, it's like disappointed but not angry. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times, like, if we argue over stuff, or they have it laid out that we're supposed to do a certain thing, and then people do something different because we all know that they fucking do. The dead have a way of coming back and, like, smacking the fuck out of the one that caused the problems. So she's just very level, very calm. Like, laughing and joking and goofy and fun, but very calm, very level. Like, I have a feeling that if you ever saw her mad, you probably don't remember it. Like, people just didn't see her mad. Does that make sense? She pointed me back to the glasses again. And whatever the head thing is right here. So I don't know. Did she have a stroke? Because she keeps showing me right here, and it's almost like it goes straight through here all the way to the back of my head. I noticed this thing got really quiet. Did I just throw a card? No. Waiting to see if Jasmine understands that she was showing me. She's also, it's really funny, she's like a little impatient. Does that make sense? As in, like, when she's done with me, she's done with me. So I have a feeling that she would 100% walk off from something when she was done with it. There's also a big air of determination with her. Because as soon as I said, you know, walking off or whatever, she pointed me back to crocheting and how long it takes to crochet something.
Waitress.
Okay, waitress. All right. She also just showed me a cute little, like, sailor dress, like the white with the little blue, piping around the collar, etc. I may add a few more mediumships here in a little bit. Since I've been not feeling good this week, I kind of knocked those down. a little bit. Was this something that she made for you?
Injured.
Because she showed me something specific with it. Thank you. Okay. But you remember a picture with that outfit? She showed me the necklace again. I don't understand what's up with the necklace. She wants me to describe it one more time. In an older picture. Okay. She, round. She wants me to describe this necklace again because apparently it's still in the family. It comes to a point. It's an emerald in the middle. It's kind of a tarnished, I don't want to say brass, but it looks like brass. It's really pretty. It has ornate metal flowers. Like there's a couple of flowers right here. There's 2 roses. So we are doing Live Fest. So if you guys want to add to that, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Not very.
Not very. I'm unsure why she keeps asking about this necklace, but I would, yes, 100% ask around, because a lot of times when they show me stuff, why did you clip all the hair off here? A lot of times when they show me stuff that you don't know, it is because they know you're going to ask. I always use Sass as a great example. One of the first mediumship reads that I did for Sass.
Why are you here?
A lady came through and she kept talking about a red suit. And Sass was like, I don't know what red suit you're talking about. But she went and asked her mom. And as soon as she said the lady's name, her mom said, oh my God, her in that damn red suit. So it wasn't for Sass. That was for her mom. Unquestionably. Because we all say unquestionably.
Nobody questions a red suit.
Unquestionably.
I want a red suit. Oh my God. We need to go thrifting and get me more power suits.
You would look very cute in a red suit.
I need a red power suit.
Okay.
With a sash.
I would ask, because there's a little bit of animosity there with the necklace.
I'm close.
So I'm just saying, there's a little animosity there with the necklace. I don't know who it was supposed to go to, but it did not go to who it was supposed to go to. The other aspect she wants me to talk about,
Joshua.
okay, apparently it's Joshua. Hi, Joshua. What she wants me to talk about is, she shows me like a chest, okay? We'll just say her chest, your chest, whatever. And something to do with the heart. But it comes down like this, down the middle of the chest.
Not very.
So I don't know if this is like a heartbreak, or if this is literally something physical. But the way that she showed it to me coming like that, it's like it's a pain. It's something going on. I actually really think that it has to do something with a heartbreak, because she doesn't make me feel anything right here, and she's not overly worried, like telling me you need to make sure to keep an eye on this or whatever. This has something to do with a heartbreak, like your stomach just drops to the bottom. The other thing that she wants me to mention is that I don't really understand this. Maybe you will.
Jack,
okay. Shoes last longer. I don't... Something about shoes are better than spending your money on something else. Shoes will get you more places. Shoes will take you places. I don't understand. So whatever this heartbreak is, whatever this aspect is of walking away from something, she's 100% on your side with that.
terrible.
Terrible. So, did that make sense, Miss Jasmine? Okay. At 16, you left your dad. So that part made sense. So you knew what that was. Is there something that's happened with your dad lately, and that's why the stomach drop feel? Thank you guys for all the follows, all the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Amber. Miss Alexis M, you are next. Jasmine, she wants me to mention the blue flats. Whatever these blue flats are. I don't know if this is a pair of shoes that you have now, if it's a pair of shoes you had then. They were obviously important. She wants me to mention them again. They're just plain, like, dark navy blue flats. But she wants me to mention them again. Or mention them, I guess. Oh, you're okay. I was asking.
Can you hear it?
Can we hear what? I was mentioning or asking if this was something specific that happened with your dad here lately, and that's why the feeling of the stomach dropping. And then she wanted me to mention the blue flat shoes. Like just a pair of dark navy blue flats. And I don't know if those are some you have now or if those are some you had then when you left.
He's hiding.
Who's hiding? Your dad washed. Okay. My dad washed his hands of me. So that's interesting that it said he's hiding then. Okay. Well, I will say this. And this is something that I was talking to my kid.
Unexpected.
My kid about the other day. You had black flats? Okay. She just wanted me to mention those shoes in particular. This is something I was talking to my kid about the other day, and actually a couple people, so I find it interesting.
Are you recording?
Yes. Are you recording? Sometimes when we walk away from people, especially when we're younger, and it's a father figure, it's a parent, it's something like that, we know that person doesn't need to be in our path. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean that it's not hard. Because I walked away from my biological dad when I was younger as well. And what's interesting is that even when he passed away, no one mentioned me in his obituary. No one. It wasn't mentioned he had a daughter. It wasn't mentioned that my grandma had a granddaughter. Like, it wasn't, I was completely written out. And you know what? That didn't hurt my feelings as much as I kind of laughed about it, really. So I'm sorry that you had to experience something like that where you had to walk away from a parent at a young age. You meant what? That you had to walk away from a parent at a young age. But I know, looking at that, at him and things like that, like if I had been in his life, I would not have turned out the way I turned out.
Lady of the night. Cherish.
What's funny about that is my dad hid from us in Vegas, and he knew a lot of those certain ladies, so that's kind of funny. That was really funny. But in case nobody has told you, Jasmine, I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for that. I really am. People want to talk about forgiveness, and they want to talk about, nurse. They want to talk about making up and things like that. Sometimes you don't have to, and sometimes you don't need to, and sometimes you shouldn't. And so I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you. Because I guarantee you, if you look back and you had stayed in that situation, you wouldn't be who you are right now either. Whoever this lady is, I don't know if you decided that this was Flo or this was Nana.
Psychic.
Psychic.
Filthy.
I'm a filthy psychic. They just called me a filthy psychic.
I thought it said Lady of the Night, Cherish, Side Chick, Filthy.
No, it said psychic, filthy. But yeah.
Oh, psychic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
By the way, remind me to show you what that dress was supposed to be.
What is that?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I ordered a couple of dresses, and what they sent me was fucking horrendous, and I will be doing a review of it. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. No, it's so I get a list of the words. It said Lady of the Night, and then I can't remember what it said after it. Cherish, and then it said psychic, and then it said filthy. So I think that it's calling me names. Oh, no, ma'am.
Oh my god, maybe it called you Lady of the Night.
Okay, so the Blue Bodie is in my live. Let's see if we can get the Blue Bodie to go live with us. Y'all, 3,000 people followed that false account. 3,000. What the fuck?
You're affronted.
Alexis, you're next, love. What's up, Titanium Tammy? How are you?
That is a name. Wow.
I think it's a cool name, Titanium Tammy.
I know. Titanium Tammy. I'm going to name my daughter Titanium Tammy. That's sick.
Do it.
Oh my god, I love that.
Oh my god, CJ, that's crazy.
The cat was in here messing with the doorstop, going like that with it.
Yes, he's fascinated with those. Don't let him stay in the bathroom because he's a dick.
He likes it.
All right, Miss Alexis, you ready? If I'm doing a reading for you guys, will you just kind of let the mods know that you're here? Down. I thought it said don't. I had to look down. So I'm using Ghost Tube on my phone right now. Thank you, CJ. I just thought it would be interesting to see what this picks up with some of the channeled reads. And some of the mediumship reads. So, Alexis, right off the bat, whenever I started channeling for you, like, I felt like I needed to get really serious. Whoever this gentleman is super fucking serious. Like, had the crazy angry eyebrow thing going on. Very gruff, very serious. Doesn't play at all.
No.
No, that's right. Actually, to the point that he's kind of mean. He showed me a huge pair of boots, work boots. They look like Popeye the Sailor boots, like the big round toe. It's kind of funny. Then he showed me a dog, like a dog, kind of a mutt with, it's white and brown. I don't know if this is the same guy. Like, this one's almost downright mean. I'm not kidding. But I don't see the face, and I don't see the green flannel this time, like he showed me last time. Just the gruffness of it. Okay. This is not the same guy as last time. This one has like a reddish brown hair. You know, the kind of auburn redheads where it almost looks like their roots are way darker than the rest of their hair? He has a huge bushy mustache. So he showed me he wanted me to specifically talk about the aviator glasses. Like, they're silver. They reflect everything back. Dude, he has the biggest bushy mustache. Like, he's proud of this mustache. He keeps showing it to me. Now he smiles. Okay. So I get that whenever he meets somebody, he's like stone face. Like he doesn't want, you would think if you based everything off of just meeting him once that he hated you. But once I said, you know, he's really proud of this, but I keep doing this. He's got a big face, much bigger than mine, but he's got a big, huge, bushy ass mustache. But once I started talking about that and I mentioned the sunglasses, then there was the big grin underneath the mustache. It's so funny he won't show me the top of his head. Like, I can't tell if he's wearing a hat, if he's bald, if he's got long hair. Like, I can't see any of that. Like, I see some hair right here. And the glasses. And he keeps showing me this mustache. And it's so funny. He keeps making the mustache bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know what the joke is with his mustache. But this is funny. It's really funny.
Sean.
Like, he's... Sean. He's actually really, really funny. He wants me to talk about inappropriate jokes. He just wants me to mention inappropriate jokes. I can't tell if he has a beard or not because he keeps making his mustache take up his whole face. But when I said he's funny, he wants me to talk about that he used to make inappropriate jokes all the time. He brought me back around to the dog. But to be honest, I think that this is a stuffed animal. I don't think this is a real dog. Because the way he showed it to me, it has like kind of floppy ears that they just go straight down. Like they just go straight down. But it's white and it has like tan ears and like a tan patch around one eye. I think this is a stuffed animal because the eyes are also huge. But...
Mother.
He also got in a lot of trouble. Like, he was no stranger to some of the police and things like that. Nothing serious, just, you know, speeding tickets and shit like that. I also get that he probably rode several different motorcycles. There's definitely a love for motorcycles there.
This may just be my English teacher.
Is this ringing a bell? Is he a motorcycle person? Is he a motorcycle dude? Because, yeah. And like I said, he wants me to talk again about getting in trouble. I think that especially when he was younger, he used to get in trouble with the law a lot. He had when he was younger. Okay. Okay. He wants me to talk about the other guy. He wants me to talk about the one that popped up before and wouldn't, like, nothing. Martin, nothing else would come through. It's funny. Why did you say Martin? I'm curious. So he wants me to talk about the other guy. The one that popped up with the green flannel. He showed me, here's what he showed me. He showed me holding this other guy at like arm's length, like pushing him out at arm's length away from him. Does that make sense to you? Like, I don't know if that's the greatest relationship there.
Fire.
But I get that you don't know.
Purgatory.
Okay, we took a really dark turn there, and I'm going to need you to pull this back. I asked you why you said Martin, and then you said fire and purgatory. Like, I'm going to need you to go ahead and pull it back. So,
Poor Martin.
man, he has just the greatest smile. He has just the greatest smile. He showed me the mustache again. He wanted to talk about, he wanted to lighten it back up. He's definitely somebody that once he gets to know you, he wants to joke and laugh and have a good time and treat you. Did he used to barbecue? Did he used to cook out a lot? Because I was about to say he wants to treat you like a member of the family and feed you and everything. And then I smelled a smoker. So he also wanted me to ask about your mom. As in almost like he hasn't talked to her. You'd have cookouts. Okay. He wants me to mention that he hasn't been able to talk to her, and I don't know what that means. If she's stressed out and she's not able to listen. I can hear my cat trying to tear stuff up. Does that make sense, Alexis?
Clouded.
Thank you. That helped a little bit. I was waiting to see if you were still here or whatever. I would maybe just ask your mom something about him. Test. Just ask your mom something about him. And yeah, just be like, hey, do you remember when I was little, we used to have cookouts or blah, blah, blah. I would do something like that. You know what I mean? I would do something like that. Not just be like, by the way, you know, Uncle Denny said that you're not listening. I would just say something like that and see if she says, oh yeah, I've been thinking about him a lot lately, or, you know, whatever. There's something that it's almost like it's keeping him from speaking to her. You know, in the movies where somebody's like in a glass bubble and people on the outside are trying to talk to them and they can't hear. That's how it is. It's almost like there's a glass bubble around her and he's trying to talk to her and she can't hear, see anything. Nothing bad, nothing important. Like, I think he's just checking in, wanting to say hi. So I don't think like there's no, oh God, and impending doom. There's nothing like that. He's just wanting to check in and say hi. And for some reason he can't. They had a little like ritual.
Purgatory.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. Pull yourself back from fucking purgatory. They had like a little ritual that they used to do when they were younger. Like a little, I don't think it was a handshake. Just
Pull yourself back from purgatory.
just something that the two of them used to do. That they always knew that it was the other one. Does that make sense? You know, some people have like a secret handshake and shit like that. This wasn't that. It was like a little private joke or whatever. What? Why?
I'm trying.
You can turn the light on. Okay. I don't know. He does. Okay, baby.
Annoying.
Thanks. I don't know if I just got called annoying. Well, like I said, he still doesn't want to show me if there's a beard or not. He just wants to show me the big mustache. The big mustache. And that he's just trying to say hi and check in on everybody. I think he's kind of assigned himself as a guardian for everybody. Yeah, I would quiz your mom. I would definitely quiz your mom. Be like, hey. But here's the thing. Damaged, huh? Here's the thing. Start off asking. Bottle. Okay. Start off asking about the uncle that your gut said it was. Start off asking about him. And go from there. Okay? Because just because you didn't recognize the little thing that they used to do doesn't mean they didn't have kind of an inside joke or something that they used to do. Because he specifically wanted me to mention that again. Your last read, she agreed with your gut that it was Uncle Joe. Gotcha. Yeah, I would ask. And then I would also probably ask about their relationship, Joe and this uncle. Because, like I said, he kind of showed me him pushing him kind of at arm's length a little bit. All right, Miss Hateful, you're next. Miss Jenny R. I'm so glad that it wasn't the same guy as last time because he was really hard to try to figure out. You are so welcome. He wanted me to mention the mustache again. He's really, really proud of that damn mustache. Like, he wanted me to mention the mustache again. All right, my girl. It's Jenny. Jenny, who can I turn to? If any of y'all know what song... Oh, thank you. I'd love to see it. I'll look here in a little bit. Any of y'all know what song that was? I'm sure Jenny does. Don't leave. All right. Then you have an earworm now, and you're welcome. Jenny, I hope that this is going to make sense. Because whenever I like pulled the deep breath in and kind of channeled your energy for a minute, the very first thing I saw was like a squad of red balloons like flying up and going everywhere. And it's like they were let go on purpose to be released out. It's okay to have 900 things going at once. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to say, fuck it, and just let all the balloons go at once. Sometimes throwing all of the things at once and seeing what sticks, seeing what comes back to you is exactly the way to go. I feel like... Look inside. I like this when it helps me out. I feel like there is a lot of things going on and you're just trying to get something to stick. You're trying to figure out where to go, what path to follow, etc. So just throw all the balloons up. Just throw all the balloons up and say, you know what? Fuck it. Whichever one lands, whichever one sticks, whichever one, whatever. Just let it all go. Throw all the darts at once and see what lands. Because it's almost like in trying too hard to narrow things down, it's just made more balloons.
Rope.
Why are you saying rope again? In trying way too hard to make one specific path, you're getting horse blinders and like like this, like not just horse blinders, they're all of the horse blinders. Girl, just pick up all the darts and throw them at once. Just throw all the darts at once. Okay? Hey, Alice Star, how are you doing? Thank you, white flag. Oh, I'm so glad, Anna. I'm so glad. The other thing that I want to say, Jenny, before you head off is even though it sucks to not be sure of your next move and it sucks to not know which way you're going to go.
He is touching you.
Wow, nobody better be touching me. Back the fuck off. The fuck is touching me? No. By the way, if y'all are ever in a paranormal situation, that is never okay unless you say that someone is allowed to touch you. I don't let anything touch me. Period.
Brother.
I just don't. So, not knowing what path to be on sucks because then you can't plan. You can't get your ducks in a row. You can't figure out how you're going to get from A to B to C to D. But at the same time, not knowing where you're going, sometimes that's really, really freeing. Does that make sense? I'm so glad you guys are getting your blowout boxes. Oh, hi, Gail. Thank you for your help the other day, Gail. I am feeling a little better. Good. I'm glad that made sense. I'm glad that made sense. All right. Miss Teresa J, are you ready? Oh, good. I'm so glad that y'all are getting these and they're not all busted up. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yay. There's Teresa.
I don't know. Alexis.
Didn't I just read for Alexis? What the hell? Okay. That's funny. Well, I'm reading for Teresa now. If you want to tell me your name, I would appreciate it.
Energy.
I don't really believe that's your name, sugar. Old energy or new energy? So, Teresa, the very first thing I'm going to say is that you've really been working on your protections, especially mentally and spiritually, because whenever I went to channel your energy, it was like a steel cylinder.
Please continue.
Around you. In a good way. In a good way. Okay. Okay. You've been hearing stuff, yeah? And I don't mean in a crazy way, but it's making you think you're crazy, right? You've been hearing things because
she's not here.
the reason that you pulled this cylinder down on top of you is because there was too much going on. It's like I don't know if you opened a gift up or what happened, but it's like you got bombarded all of a sudden, so you shut this thing down. So that's an amazing thing to be able to do, but at the same time it sucks because now you have shut everything out, if that makes sense. Okay, so there's a lady, she kind of circles this steel cage you put down.
Brother.
I said lady, Holmes. She's showing me herself in a long white dress. I am going to say that she has dark hair, but the reason that she wants me to talk about this dress in particular is this is one of... Well, I don't have any energy either, babe, so you can't have any of mine right now. I'm so sorry. The reason that she wants me to talk about this dress is there is a photo of this woman when she was younger, her wedding photo, and it's one of your favorite photos of her. And it's just her. There's not anybody else in this photo but her. And I don't know if this is her getting ready or what's going on. But I feel like either she's looking in a mirror or she's standing by one. But her hair is all pulled up. I don't like that I'm starting to cough. That's pissing me off. Yeah, I figured I would just straighten it tonight instead of curling it.
Official.
But I do look official. But she wants me to talk about the dress.
Where are we?
I am in my office.
Be quiet. Sit with me.
We're getting bossy. I was being quiet. Okay. Whoever this lady is, she was very, very strong in her faith and what she believed in. And she tried to instill that in you, I think, to the point that she got very pushy with it sometimes. Not meaning to be pushy, but more projecting her own fear on top of... projecting her own fear onto you with it. She shows me a lot, or her doing this a lot, of either a rosary or something with a cross on it, a necklace or something. Like, I mean, I do this a lot just when I'm bored or when I'm fidgeting with something. But she's showing me it like right about here, like turning it over in her fingers and praying and things like that.
Not even close.
Whoever this is that's talking is kind of a dick. That's funny. She shows me like mumbling under her breath at stuff, like, you know, does that make sense? That was fucking hilarious, by the way. She also showed me a green Bible. Does that make sense? Or a green... I really think it's a Bible. It's either a Bible or a hymnal, because it's green on the outside and it's red. Like the pages are coated red. So like the reason I thought it was a Bible is because it doesn't really feel like... It doesn't feel like a hardback, but it's that a lot of the older Bibles and some of the hymnals felt like this, where it was almost like leather, like the fake stamped leather to feel like the hide. Does that make sense? But this one's like a dark green. It's old.
Moron.
Wow. So this is so do you recognize that?
Back off.
Okay. I'm about to turn you off. You can be nice or you can fuck off.
I'm walking.
Good, walk. I haven't done a good cleanse of this house yet. Well, not since I moved in. I will if I need to. Capiche? She showed me, She showed me like one of the old metal porch swings that didn't hang. It was just the metal one, that the glider that slid back and forth. Does that make sense? She showed me one of those. There's also like something very disapproving. Something that she's very disapproving of. And it's almost like she was really disapproving of it, but you did it anyway.
When did it happen?
But there's not anger there. Does that make sense?
In the corner.
So, A, she's really hard to read. And B, I get the feeling that she was kind of gruff, kind of strict. Because I don't understand. Here's what she's showing me. And hopefully I can describe it. Because she keeps like pointing to it. Like one of the things that I've learned is when they like I'm pointing to my phone. Like when I'm trying to get you to see something, if I were to do this, you would know I'm pointing at my phone. Okay. But she keeps pointing to this.
Stop interrupting.
She keeps pointing to this wooden table, but it's a smaller table. So I don't know if this is an end table or what, but it's square. It's square. And she keeps pointing to it. It's a really not redwood. It's just a bright, I would say probably stained oak or something. It's a bright wood color. But I don't know if this is where she kept her Bibles. If this is a nightstand. I don't see anything on it. She just keeps pointing to this table. And I don't understand. She'll show me the Bible and then she'll show me the table and then she points to the table. Hole. Okay. She showed me, it's weird. It's like there's a hallway right here to my right and I'm facing a wall and there's a picture that's hung just slightly too high. It's got a gold kind of ornate frame. The frame's only like this. I can't really see what's in the picture. There's something bright blue in there, whether it's sky or whatever, but I'm looking at the gold and I'm like, I ran my hand along the bottom of it to kind of straighten it up, but the hallway over here is dark and I don't want to go down that hallway. So it's almost like behind me is a front door and I assume probably the living room and there's something over here to this side. But this down here is dark. I feel like this is bedrooms down here. When you stayed the night with her, Teresa, when you were at her house, was there a reason that you didn't like to go down the hallway? Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about with the picture? With the gold frame? What is it about the hallway? Like, I don't want to even look down there. Is this why you put the steel thing down? Because whatever this is down this hallway, I don't even want to look down there.
Help me. Open it.
Help you open what? I don't know, man. You were talking about purgatory and fire and shit a while ago, and now you want me to help you open something. I've seen this horror movie, and we're not going to do that. Okay? So I'm going to have to say, let's go a different route. So, okay, so if I were standing in your house and the hallway's over here, is your kitchen over here? It's almost like it jogs around. Like if I were to look on the other side of the wall I'm facing, there's a bedroom. So like your kitchen is right there. Kitchen, dining room. So here's what I'm going to say, because she's just standing right here with the hallway here, this over here. I don't know if you have something of hers, like either a pendant, a cross, a Bible. I don't know what it is you have of hers, but I would put it in that middle area of your house. She's worried about, I'm going to use the term worried loosely, okay? Because it's not a
Please
panic. No. It's not a panic. Oh, you were helping. I'm so sorry. I was rude to you and I didn't mean to be. There is something that she isn't happy that's in your house. Now, the reason that I say worried like this is because it's not like something super bad. It's not really something bad. It's just like almost a trickster spirit in a way. And it does need to leave. It does need to leave. The reason she wanted me to mention the faith aspect is because she was very, very devout in that. And this, whatever this necklace was that she would turn and pray and so on, that meant a lot to her. So if you have something of hers, I would 100% either be wearing it, putting it in that middle space, or whatever. I have a feeling that whatever this trickster thing is that's popped up lately, I think that it's just popped up. I think that it's not, I don't think that it's something you brought into the house. I don't think that it's something that's followed you home. It's been happening a lot. It's been happening a lot. So I don't think that like you did anything and it popped up. You don't have anything of hers? Okay. Then what I would recommend is, really what I would recommend is finding you an old green Bible.
Torturer.
Wow. That took a dark turn. I don't like it. Back up about 90 steps. If she's feeling like the way that she described this green book, the way that she described this necklace, I would do something like that helps to channel her in to help you rid that. Does that make sense? Like, she wants to help and she can help. So whatever this is, whether you've been seeing like shadows, whether you've been hearing weird noises, whatever it is, it's specifically in that hallway. But like I said, I'm not trying to say anything to scare you because I don't think that it's bad. It's just like a trickster aspect. So it is going to end up just pissing you off eventually. It is going to end up just pissing you off. I've had a lot of people reach out lately. I'm going to pause in yours for just a minute, Teresa, because I feel like this is a good time to bring this up. I've had a lot of people reach out lately that they've been seeing a lot of shadows again. Not just shadow people, but like things out of the corner of their eye. There's been a lot of spirit activity. There's been a lot of... The dreams have been off the charts, insane, with lucid dreaming, trying to escape a house, trying to get out of a building, like things like that. There's been a lot of this shit going on.
I'm not sure how.
I don't know how you're not sure how. A lot of the things going on, in my opinion, it's just because we have dimensions that are kind of colliding a little bit. They're not going to hurt you. Like, they can't hurt you. The shadows, the noises, etc. They can't hurt you. Let me say that. But your guides, your spirit team, guardian angels, you know, whatever you want to call them, they're also popping up a lot. Deities that you've worked with throughout your life in the past or whatever are popping up to try to help with protections and so on and so forth. So that's why I brought this up, because she specifically is mentioning a couple of these different things because she can help with whatever this is. Just telling it, hey, you need to fucking vacate the premises. And I would let her. I would 100% let her. Because she's not doing it out of trying to make you be... Undoubtedly. Trying to make you be super Christian. She's not doing it to pull you back over to the good. None of that. It's just... It's her way of helping you. It's her way of being able to rid your space of something that's just irritating. Almost like... It's almost like you've got like ants in the hallway and she can get rid of them. Does that make sense? So, I'm so sorry, Reezer. I think everybody is sick as fuck lately. Does that make sense, Teresa? And I don't know if a family member has anything of hers that you can borrow or ask for or anything like that. I think having something of hers would help tremendously. And if you're out and about and you see this painting that has the bright blue thing in it with... So it's like got the ornate gold frame, but it's only like that thick. It's not like an expensive ass frame, but... And it's got a white mat, and then inside, I don't know, there's like this... It's something bright blue inside of there. Apparently, that needs to go on your wall. Apparently, it needs to go on your wall. So... Let me refresh my list here. Yeah, I think everybody's been really, really fucking sick lately. And I don't know if you guys have been watching. I don't know if Miss Gale is still here and has any insight on this, but the nausea and the dizziness, yeah. So we have had... some solar radiation storms going on, but there is a new strain of flu. Well, it's not a new strain. It's a strain of the bird flu that is, they're seeing it in humans. Also, there's a really fucking horrendous stomach bug going around. I'm just letting you know. Don't recommend it. I've had it all week. 100% don't recommend. And then I know that there's some crazy ass nasty COVID hate flu baby going on. COVID flu hate baby. So yeah, it's been bad. So for those of you guys asking, this is the Ghost Tube app. So here's who I have on my list still to go, so you guys will know where you are in the lineup. Heidi, Jayden, Alicia, Nicole. Interesting, this thing last night was talking about Nicole. Lynn, Tracy, Kristina, Cammie, Karen, KKK, because there's more Ks. Sonya, Keisha, Paula, Sierra, Noemi. And I'll refresh my list again here in just a minute. All right. What did I miss here? There we go. Am I saying it wrong? Because if I'm saying it wrong, you got to let me know. All right, Miss Heidi, you're next. Notice how this thing's been awful quiet. Did I make you mad? You know, Heidi, sometimes...
Have you been before?
Have I been where before? Sometimes when you are looking out at the mountains, out at the rolling hills and stuff like that, do you ever see... No, you didn't, Suzanne, honey. Do you ever see those hills that are like the top of it's bald, except for like one tree at the top? Like one tree and then it's bald. Sometimes that tree is there because it's just the watcher. It may not be because that tree is the tallest. It may not be because that tree was the most special. It may not be any specific thing except that that tree is the watcher. It is the watcher. It's meant to be there. It's meant to look out over all of the other things. That's why there's nothing else
Message for you.
around it. Message for me. Okay. That's why there's nothing else around it. And while it gets kind of lonely being the watcher, that tree also sees everything. That tree sees all 360 degrees around instead of just what's in front or just in this area right here. That tree is able to see everything because there isn't anything along. See, it's agreeing. There isn't anything along the perimeter to get in its way. Being that one tree, being that watcher can fucking suck. Because you know that when
It's not for you.
That when someone comes into your life, they're going to leave. You know that they're only going to be there for just a little bit. You know that you have to keep on going on this path, this singular path, until it's time.
Happen?
I don't know what will happen. Until it's time for you to give that position to someone else. There's a reason that you're in limbo right now.
Interesting.
I feel like you're being condescending and I don't like it. There's a reason that you're in limbo right now. Because you're just supposed to be the watcher. It's not time to hand the reins over to anybody else just yet. Does that make sense, Heidi? Usually this is about like jobs and careers and so on. There are a ton of different ghost box apps. I have probably 15 of them on my phone. Some are a lot better than others. So far, I am enjoying the Ghost Tube, though. I like that it has the equalizer. So, like, if it catches a sound that I don't hear, I can see it. I like that it has the electromagnetics. Like, I like all of these things. So, I like all of these things. Let me look at something real quick.
I want to come.
Where do you want to come? Where do you want to go? Because I don't allow things to go travel with me. I'm just saying. So you can't just invite yourself along. There we go. For those of you guys that were waiting on the 11/3 readings to be posted, I finally got those motherfuckers posted. It's cold. You're about to get the cold shoulder, man. Did that make sense, Miss Heidi? Jayden, you are next. Okay. Sometimes pink is pink. Sometimes...
Please come back.
I know exactly what it is that's talking this evening. I know exactly what this is. Just letting you guys know. Sometimes pink is pink. Sometimes a spade is a spade. Sometimes it is exactly what it looks like it is.
Back off.
Jayden, take things at face value right now. Don't try to read into too much. Don't try to assign meanings to things that aren't meaningful. Sometimes pink is just pink.
Are you scared?
Tell
the truth.
Would you guys like to know what this is we're talking to? Would you guys like to know who this is? Let me guess. You are the trickster that followed me home from Hell House. Am I correct? So when I was at Hell House, and I can't say too much until the episode releases, but we did a human pendulum, and there were 3 of us mediums that did the pendulum. And yeah, now it's not gonna say a word. Notice? Come on, you're kind of being a little bitch. We'll just call it for what it is. So they were asking different questions. We had, our eyes closed, blindfolds. And so the one that I guess was giving me answers, controlling me, whatever, I was fighting laughing because I knew if I started laughing, I wasn't going to stop laughing. And so it was giving false answers and it was doing all kinds of shit. And it also was causing a lot of problems down in the kitchen when we were down there. So when I left, because there is a couple of egregores there. There is a kind of a trickster spirit, etc. And so when I left, and some of you, I may have said this before, and y'all may know about it. But when I left and I was coming home, I had to go from the Philadelphia airport to North Carolina and then to Tulsa. So when I got to North Carolina, I had to pee so fucking bad. Like, all I could do was like run to the fucking bathroom, right? So I go to the bathroom. There really wasn't a line. And you know how some of the bigger airports, they have like rows of sinks, right? And there are mirrors, and yeah. I am the only one in this bathroom. Like, there's a row of sinks and toilets here, and then a row like that goes back that way. I am at the first sink. Nobody is down here, right?
Listen to me.
No, I think you should listen to me, Holmes. So I'm washing my hands. These are the ones where they don't hardly see me anyway. I feel like a vampire most of the fucking time because I can't get the fucking water to come on. So I'm trying to get my hands washed, and all of a sudden sinks start coming on. And so I just politely said, you are not allowed to come with me. You are not allowed to follow me home. You can stay here in the fucking airport. But I did have something that followed me home.
What year is it?
It asked this earlier. What year do you think it is? So it's kind of been around, and it likes to, I try not to give it a lot of attention. It likes to, try to act big and bad. It likes to try to act big and bad.
Rest in peace.
Well, I hope you do. So, Jayden, it is what it is. Take things at face value right now. Don't read too much into a situation. Don't read too much into a person. Don't read too much into that person's actions, because sometimes pink is just pink. A spade is just a spade. And I don't know why specifically.
Not.
Not? Okay. I don't know why specifically I said sometimes pink is just pink, but I hope that made sense to you. Do I think it was there before the airport? I mean, it was at Hell House. So yeah. All right, Alicia. You ready? Good. I'm glad pink made sense, because I was like, I don't know why I gotta say this way. Good. Damn it. Mods, there's another fake blue Bodhi in here. I don't know if you can grab it. To all of you scammers that are in here, pretending to be me, making accounts, etc.
Bite.
It'll bite you. Maybe I'll sick this after the scammers. I know that you guys see. I should know when the episode will be out. Hopefully here pretty soon. So I have seen a lot of people. Alicia, I'm sorry. Hang on just a minute.
Sean.
Why does it say Sean? It said Sean twice. Is that your name? Do I just call you Sean? I don't know why, but I came across two people over the last couple of days, well, really yesterday and today, that they're offering to put demons into people. First of all, that tells me that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And second of all, the people that are wanting that to happen, you don't know what the fuck you're doing either. You don't know. Okay. Why would you want that? Why would you want that? They are happy to come to you and make a deal. A demon is happy to come to you and make a deal because that's what they want. They have shit they want. You can help them get it. They will 100% use you for that. If they want to possess you, then chances are they're going to find their own way to come and possess you. Okay? the people that are offering to put demons into people, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what is their end game? What is their end game? What are they getting out of that? They are not They are not in any way ever going to be special enough that some demonic lord is like, all right, here's a legion of demons. You should put them into people one by one on TikTok. No. Think about that. What is it that they're supposed to be getting to put a demon into someone? I'm going to call shenanigans, and not just like a few shenanigans, like mega shenanigans, because I'm calling bunk.
Succeed.
I'm calling bunk. Because do you really think that a demon needs some lowly person, human, anyone in a meat sack to put them into somebody else? Throughout time, they've been able to do it by themselves. So what suddenly has changed that someone on TikTok can do it? Do you see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. There are some people that do work with demonic entities. They do. And there are people that work in the gray, that work with the good and the bad. And there are people that work only in the light with the light things. And the longer that you practice, and the more whether it doesn't matter if you're in light, dark, or gray, the longer you practice in those fields, you start to make friends. You start to know entities. We'll just say that. You have things in the astral or in the upper realms or the lower realms or whatever that you become kind of friends with. And if you don't think for 1 second that trickster spirits won't hop from one motherfucker to another to get their rocks off or whatever the fuck they're gonna do, then I don't even know what to say there. A trickster spirit 100% will hop from one person to another. And if there is someone that works with a trickster spirit and you want to fuck with that person, do you not think that that person is going to give that trickster spirit 100% permission to go fuck with those people fucking with them? The reason that I say all of that is because I've noticed that the blue bodies are picking up again. And I am sure that some of them watch me on every single fucking live. So let me go ahead and say this. I travel a lot. I have a lot of friends. I have some very odd friends. And they are happy to come visit.
You're welcome. Listen.
You can't make that shit up. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to giggle.
Do you like me?
I do. I love you. Can't make that shit up. So for all you fake bodies out there listening, this is my friend Sean, apparently. I'm so gonna pull this part of this live and make this a video because this is brilliant. Sean, you're brilliant and I love you. Miss Alicia. Miss Alicia, are you ready? That was funny. You can't make this shit up. Like, that was funny. Whether somebody is saying, oh, you can do that with AI, whatever. That was, I don't care. That was fucking great. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you. I don't take that lightly. I appreciate that. I know, right? Those of y'all that heard that. Just saying. All right. Miss Alicia. That was amazing. That was amazing. Amazing. Oh my God. All right. I cannot stop laughing right now. I can't stop laughing. Sean, are you listening? I'm just going to start calling him Sean now, I guess. Or maybe Sean went to go visit the blue boaties that have been coming in here. I don't know. Miss Alicia.
Afterlife.
All right. Afterlife. Push the red button. Just push the fucking red button, girl. Everybody's telling you not to push the red button. Everybody's telling you to push the blue button or the green button or the yellow button or whatever. Push the fucking red button. Push the fucking red button. If it resets shit, it resets shit. If it blows up relationships, it blows them up. Whatever the fuck it does. Push the fucking red button. Stop being afraid to take control and slam the fucking red button. Okay? Slam the fucking red button. Because you've been waiting for way too long. You've been waiting for a sign. You are the sign. You are the sign, Miss Alicia. Okay? You are the sign. Slam the fucking red button and let the chips fall where they may. Okay? Okay? All right, Nicole, you ready? I'm curious.
Lady of the night.
So we're talking about the lady of the night again, huh? So last night I was on a different voice ghost app and it did say Nicole several times, but I tried to say like Nicole who, like, you know, because I have a mod that's Nicole, like things like that. I was trying to figure out like who Nicole we were talking about. So I'm just curious if you're the same person I was speaking with last night. Were you asking about Nicole? Were you asking about this Nicole? All right. Miss Nicole C. You must be a feisty individual, Nicole, because the very first thing that I saw was like this raging sea, like the ocean just raging with waves everywhere and so on. And then I saw it calm down and almost look like glass. Honey, no one deserves that amazing, intense part of you unless they earn it. Unless they earn it. That intensity, that passion, that drive, that insistence, that energy, no one deserves it. They need to earn it. They need to earn it. Don't let them just get it for free, Nicole. And if it means that some people no longer talk to you or hang around you or whatever, so be it. So be it. Be that beautiful glass water. Let them appreciate it, but don't let them have any part of that amazing, powerful energy that you hold in there unless they show you that they are 100% worthy. Okay? Might have to take a bathroom break here in a second. All right, Miss Lynn. Notice my friend got quiet. I hope that he is having fun playing with the other boaties. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know what this situation is that you're in right now, Lynn, but I want you to look at the situation like your hand. What would you do if you didn't have a thumb? What would you do if you just didn't have a thumb?
All right.
Did you take care of the other Bodhi for me, Sean? Did you take care of the faker lady of the night? I swear if it says yes, I'm going to probably shit cookies. What would happen if you were missing any part of this situation? I want you to look at it like that. Because sometimes we get overwhelmed with a situation and all the moving parts, and we don't realize that we can sort the moving parts.
I'm not sure how.
We don't remember, we don't know that we can sort all of the moving parts into one of the spokes that go in that wheel. So what would happen if you didn't have a specific spoke of that wheel? What would happen if you didn't have a thumb? I mean, you wouldn't be able to pick up things. You'd just be able to like grab in a weird way. You wouldn't be able to open things. So I want you to look at the situation like that. I want you to sort all of the aspects into different fingers.
What will happen? Come outside.
Oh no, bitch. I ain't going outside. It's dark, Holmes. Besides, someone was smoking the reefer out there a while ago, and it wasn't good reefer. It stunk to high fuck. I ain't going out there. So, Lynn, look at it in that way. Just look at it in that way. Okay? If you legit think that you can get by without this finger or whatever, pay attention. There are certain things that you can't get by without. Does that make sense, Lynn? And if you remove too many spokes, then the wheel will collapse.
Do you want it?
Do I want what? I feel like you're coming on to me, Sean. I'm going to have to ask you to back off a little bit. All right. Tracy is next. I'm going to take a bathroom break real quick. Good. I'm glad that makes sense, Miss Lynn. I'm going to run and go pee real quick. I'm going to let y'all... Sean, can I leave them unattended with you? I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't mind leaving y'all unattended with Allie, but I don't know about Sean here. So I'm just going to pee, and I'll be right back. Y'all can see my pretty fur.
Light.
All right. I heard it say something. What did it say while I was gone? What did it say? Light. Okay. Interesting. I mean, the lights are on up here. Let's see if it'll tell me. Light. Okay. All right. All right, Miss Tracy. You ready? I have to refresh up here. Did you ever play Pac-Man, Tracy? And you know, you always ran from the ghosts unless you ate a power pellet, and then they turned blue and you could eat them. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the roses, Anna. So, you know how the power pellets were only like at the four corners? And once you ate them all, like that was it. You were running from the ghosts the rest of the time. What if I told you that you had an endless supply of power pellets? And I love that I flipped over the warrior card. All you had to do was realize that you had an endless supply. What if all I had to tell you was you already hold all the power to make all of the things you want happen? You hold all of the power pellets to completely obliterate all of the ghosts that are standing in your way. Because I think that you feel like you're out of the power pellets that you can reach. And the only one that's left is so far up there, and there's no way you can get to it through all of the things standing in your way. But you have a bag full of them. You scared me. Why would you say stupid? You scared me. That wasn't funny. Does that make sense, Tracy? You have a never-ending supply. A never-ending supply. Third time in 2 days, Pac-Man has come up. Go play some Pac-Man. Then go play some Pac-Man. I don't like being called stupid. How about you just answer me if we need to call you Sean or not? I would say your daughter's right. Sean, do I need to ask Santiago if he knows who you are? Santiago has worked on the Hell House series. He's in all of them. Wow, and I drew the death card. All right. Kristina H, you ready? Just because we can hire somebody to do some really horrible shit for us as far as witchcraft goes, doesn't mean that we always should. Just because someone says that they're going to ruin our life doesn't mean that they can. And just because we hope someone gets their karma and just because we hope that something bad happens to that person doesn't mean that it's going to backsplash on us. When it comes to karma, it works in really interesting, mysterious ways. And one of my favorite examples to talk about karma is...
Indeed.
Sometimes the person that you can't wait for them to get their karma, you watch them get all of this amazing stuff. You watch them get a great job and like the perfect girlfriend or boyfriend and a new car and a new house, and everything seems to be going just fucking great for them. And then the rug gets pulled out from under them and they face plant. So sometimes it's a matter of just sitting back and waiting for karma to smack them where it really hurts. And sometimes karma needs to build them up a little bit to do that. The reason I started with sometimes, or just because we can hire somebody to do something bad for us doesn't mean we should. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Because slightly confused. Why? Because karma is a fantastic fucking thing. And the people that have been working against you for a hot minute, even though it seems like things...
Hello.
Hi. Even though it seems like things are going really well for them, let it seem like it's going really well for them. Cheer them on. Cheer them on. Karma's setting them up for a fall. Hey, Miss Heidi. Yes, I did yours like way a while back. But I'll get this one up. Trust me, I will get this one uploaded.
Listen.
Yes. Could be something 10 years ago. Yes, absolutely. 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 There's no time limit on karma. Yeah, there's no time limit on karma.
Suffering. Good.
I mean, you heard Sean. Just saying. Sean's funny, by the way. I'm sorry. Y'all can't tell me that wasn't like perfect timing right there. That was funny.
It's difficult.
It's difficult being funny? And she said she was going to destroy your life? Well, I mean, I can loan Sean out, I guess. Has she destroyed your life? I'm just saying. Let her continue to be on the path that she's on. Just saying. Aw, I am feeling a little better. I kind of overdid it a little bit yesterday. I kind of overdid it a little bit today. I did soak in a hot bath earlier, which helped.
How are
And,
you?
well, I was explaining how I am. How are you? When I get off here, I'm going to go put the heating pad on my belly. That seems to be one of the only things that helps. So, is using the phone that way difficult? This is the first time I've done it like this. So, it's actually turned up some pretty interesting things. I'm just saying. But I haven't left my house since I came home Monday from the ER. Because it kind of pulls right there to drive. So I haven't really gone anywhere. I did drive my car, just moving it a little bit ago, and that's it. So yeah. All right, Cammie, you're next. Thank you, Abby.
I told him.
You told who? Oh, the scammer? Did you tell the scammer? What'd you tell him? Sean?
She will touch you.
No, she won't. Nobody needs to touch me, Sean. Oh, you're so welcome, Kristina. Why you keep wanting to touch me? Why you keep wanting other people to touch me? Stop it. Cammie.
Failure.
Wow. I'm a failure? You're a failure? Who you calling a failure, Holmes? You know how you... I'm going to give you some homework. I'm going to give you some homework. You gave each other promise rings? I'm going to give you some homework. When you get off of here, I want you to go on YouTube and I want you to watch some of the videos of people that do the parasailing. You know, where they like jump off of a really high cliff or whatever and they just video, you know, as they're going down. I want you to, that's your homework. Okay? Ooh, Sylvia, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that stomach virus that's going around, holy fuck balls. Sunday and Monday, ugh. Gallbladder also, oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. The reason I want you to do that is because I feel like you just kind of took a big leap and you feel like you're kind of free falling and it's not slowing down. Like you feel like at first you were cool with free falling because that's what you were like, you know what? I'm just going to jump and free fall. But lately it's gotten a little scary. I don't know if the wind has picked up or you seem to be free falling faster than you thought you would or whatever. Honey, you're not free falling at all. You're gliding. And that's a fantastic thing. I don't want you to think that you're falling. I don't want you to think that you made the wrong decision. You're gliding. This is why I want you to go watch videos of people doing that. Specifically over like land. Not the city, but land. Because for some reason, you're only looking straight down at what's below you instead of looking out at the scenery. And I think you just needed the reminder that you need to look up and look out at the scenery. Does that make sense? So literally, I would say spend the next 30 minutes just watching some of those videos.
Pleased.
Sean said pleased. He's pleased with what I said to you. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Correct.
Just saying. That was funny. Thanks, Sean. I'm sorry that it's been so rough the last few weeks, honey. Just look around and look at the scenery. Just look around and look at the scenery. Look at some of those videos and enjoy them. Just enjoy them. I'm going to refresh my list one more time. Miss Karen G, you're next.
It's cold.
It is getting cold outside. We're supposed to have a hard freeze twice this next week, and I'm not sure what to think about it. I'm not sure what to think about it. So I have Karen. She's my last mediumship. Then Sonya, Keisha, Paula, Sierra, and Noemi. Sean, you going to help me with Karen's?
The doll.
Okay. You have somebody very specific that you're wanting to talk to, don't you, Karen? Oof. Okay, whoever this is, like, my whole chest is heavy.
I want you to go.
Where do you want me to go? My whole chest is heavy with this person. Like, this is like a massive amount of grief. Like, I understand this all too well. Anybody that's ever lost a parent, when you wake up that next morning and it hits you all over again, that first morning after you lose a parent and it hits you all over again, that your parent is gone and you can't call them on the phone and talk to them about stuff, that whole, I mean, it feels like your whole chest just caves in. I don't know how to explain it. That's the kind of grief that this is right here. This is really a raw grief, isn't it? This isn't very old.
No way.
Sean, don't be a dick right now. Okay. So, let me say this, Karen. I don't think that they're ready to communicate yet. And I'm going to leave this up to you what you'd like to do. I'm going to
Stop recording.
No. Why? Let me say this and then I'm going to give you a choice, okay? They're not ready to communicate yet. I don't know if this happened very recently or because I don't feel like it's I don't want to communicate. It's that they can't yet. So whenever we pass away, it's like we have to go through a debriefing and a training almost in a way to learn how to communicate again to...
Not all of us.
Oh, well, excuse me for you being more special than everybody else, Sean. Some people, it's a few days and they're communicating, and some people, it's years. with this person specifically, they're literally like right there all the time. They're like all the time. Like, they had a hard time letting go at first. And they kind of stuck around. And they're still right there all the time. But it's almost like they haven't... There's something that they haven't let go of yet to be able to communicate. Okay, I'm glad you know what I'm saying. I was like, I hope this is making sense. So the problem with this is you want to speak to them.
Grandfather.
They want to speak to you. And there's a barrier in between. So I'm going to give you the option. I'm happy to refund you. Or I can give you a coupon and you can use it for an upcoming one or whatever you would like to do.
Unquestionably.
Because Sean, really? This person is, they can't communicate yet. They can't communicate yet. They're right there, literally around you all the fucking time. But they just, there's still some barrier there. They can't yet. So I'm going to give you the option of what you'd like to do. If you'd like me to refund you for tonight, or if you'd like me to get you a coupon and we can try again later, you just let me know what you'd like to do. You just let me know what you'd like to do. But I feel like I should reiterate that they are there all the time. They are around you all the time. That they had a hard time letting go, just like you had a hard time letting go. Okay, you got it. Hey, Christine. Can we get Miss Karen a coupon for her to use on just whatever read she would like? I would say, to be honest, I would say it's probably going to be... Why does the number 2 keep coming up with this person? It's probably going to be at the least a couple weeks, if not longer. Like, it's like they're right on the verge of communicating, but there's just something in the middle that's keeping them from communicating. Maybe it's Sean. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding, Sean. Just kidding. But I'm happy to try again whenever you are ready. But like I said, I would give it at least a couple weeks.
Energy.
Why did that say low volume warning? Oh, there we go. All right. Weird. Sean's fault. You hear that, Sean? It got blamed on you, man. It's not funny, but it is at the same time, you know? All right, Miss Sonya. We'll get that emailed over to you, and you can just put it in whenever you're ready, okay? All right, Miss Sonya. It's so funny. You are welcome so much. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't, like, they're right there. They're right there. And I keep wanting to say he. They're right there. But just, there's just a barrier somewhere. Sonya, as soon as I started, like, channeling your energy, pulling your energy in, I started hearing the song, like, I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. I don't know where my home is. Girl, be flighty. Be flighty. If you don't want to commit to something, don't commit to something. If you feel like you're being pressured or pushed into staying and you're going to lock yourself in a cage, then don't lock yourself in the cage. When you find the place that is right, it won't feel like a cage. When you find the person that is right, it won't feel like a cage. When you find the home, the job, whatever, it won't feel like a cage. I don't know the name of that song. Now I feel bad because I can hear the whole song in my head. But it's okay to be flighty, and it's okay to play the field, and it's okay to look around for the perfect job. It's okay to move across the country. It's okay to do whatever it is you need to do, and people are going to call you flighty, and they're going to call you crazy, and they're going to say that you've got to have some kind of something to make sure that you're standing still, you know, that you're doing what you're supposed to. But the thing is, they were the exact same way. Everybody goes through a stage where they're flighty. Whether it's that they're making a decision to go out with somebody and then changing their mind 50 bazillion times. Nelly Furtado, thank you. Or whether they switch jobs 5 times in a year. Whatever it is, everybody goes through a phase where they're flighty. Be flighty. Be flighty. It's okay. That's how you figure out who you are and where you're going. And see, they all have got you on the song. It should be your theme song right now. Should be your theme song. Hi, Miss Irene. Boba, just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that was funny. Sean got jokes. Sean got jokes. Like, he was like, yeah. Maybe I should change the voice to like the creepy voice. I just didn't really want to. But now I want to. We'll do it later. Yeah, I'll have to, I guess you have to pay for it to get the upgrades. If y'all don't think that I am not going to pay to get the upgrades, I will be paying to get the upgrade, because I feel like being able to change the voice is going to be fantastic. Just saying. All right, Keisha, you ready? It's so funny that when I started channeling your energy in, the first thing I saw was an elephant, but then I started hearing the walrus and the carpenter from the original Alice in Wonderland. It is 100% okay to trust people. It is 100% okay to follow people blindly. It is, you have an elephant tattoo. Okay, you can't make that shit up. It is 100% okay to be super loyal and be gentle and let them. Okay, so I changed it to a whisper and I don't like that one. So we're gonna go ahead and go back because I don't like that one. There's a voice called Arthur. What if I just want the normal one? I can't get it back on the normal one. There we go. I don't like the whisper. No. Fuck that. It said sure. Like, I don't like the whisper. But don't follow someone so blindly that you get swindled every time. Don't follow someone so blindly that you end up having to trample them. They should know damn well that you can trample them at any fucking time. Elephants are not small animals, but yet they take care of every other thing around them until they don't. Does that make sense? I don't know who it is that's been taking advantage of you lately, but they need to be reminded that you are the elephant. They need to be reminded that you can stomp them if you need to. Maybe not physically, or maybe physically. I don't know. They need to be reminded that you aren't just someone or something that gets pushed around and pushed over. Okay? And like, I got super protective of you during this reading, and I don't know why. I'm sure you know why. Like, I want to go throat punch somebody for you. So I'm just saying. Maybe Sean wants to throat punch somebody too. I don't know. Sean's been kind of quiet for a minute now. Does that make sense, Keisha? You take care of a lot of people, but there's one person in mind. Got it. Yeah, you do just... I find it interesting that this said nurse a while ago. Yeah. Yeah. They need to be reminded that you're not just someone that can be walked over. Does that make sense? Now it's got to calibrate all over again. All right, do the calibrating, yeah. Oh, you heard it. Okay. Okay, I didn't know if you were here and heard it say nurse earlier. So, I'll bet everybody that's a nurse that caught their attention like, the fuck you say? I'm feeling a little bit better, Irene, honey. Thank you for asking. It's so sweet of you guys to ask. You're not seeing me yawn. All right, Miss Paula, you ready? Oh, good. I'm so glad, Heidi. I'm so glad. Said okay. I'm so glad that all of y'all have been getting them in so much better shape than the last batch that went out. All right, Miss Paula. You are so welcome, Keisha, honey. I feel a little better. As long as I'm sitting still, I'm okay. As long as I'm sitting still, I'm okay. Paula, you know how people say there are no stupid questions, only, the only stupid question is the one left unasked? I don't know who says that. Everybody says that, Sean. Sometimes there are stupid questions. Sometimes there are stupid questions. And sometimes those people that ask you stupid questions, they need to know what they did. They need to know what they did. You are not the home of the stupid questions. You are not the one that everybody needs to come to fix stupid ass little things that they should never have been involved in, that they should never have done, that they should never be involved in. I know that sometimes babying our kids, our family, our friends, our coworkers, our boss, etc., is the easiest thing to do, but after a while, you get super burnt out. You get super burnt out because you're giving everybody else energy for stupid little piddly shit. And you don't have any energy left for you at the end of the day. You didn't see the yawn. You need to find a way to channel some of your energy into either a necklace, a ring, a pair of shoes, something that makes you feel powerful. So that way, those days when you know damn well that you're going to get drained, you can put those on and have that energy come back in, if that makes sense. But they need to know what they did. They need to know what they did. Whether it's a look, whether it's flat telling them that that's stupid, whatever it is. But you are going to have to start kind of cutting off how much extra you give to everybody else. When we give away too much of our energy without replenishing it or letting it replenish all the way back up, we get sick. Like, it will make you physically sick, and you'll end up being physically sick for a long time. For a long time. So you're going to have to start giving less energy and allowing your energy to refill before you get back out and give it away again. So I'm glad that made sense to... Sean got really quiet. Why are you quiet, Sean? Why is this? Doing what this is doing. Hold on just a minute. What are you doing with your life right now? Sean, what's my computer doing? Besides being a fuckhead. Ugh. I guess he's listening. I don't know. He's being ridiculous. And my computer's being ridiculous. Let's try that again. Thank you. Okay. All right, Miss Sierra. So I have Sierra. And I'm saying your name completely wrong, aren't I? When I'm saying Noemi. Because I think that you've told me how to say your name several times, and I still say Noemi. Because my brain goes, that says Noemi. All right, Miss Sierra. You ready? No Emmy. Got you. Okay. No Emmy, no Emmy, no Emmy, no Emmy, no Emmy, no Emmy, no Emmy. Okay. So, Miss Sierra. You have an interesting new gift that has popped up lately, and I am going to 100% encourage you to delve into it. Just saying. It's like telling Emmy no. I like Noemi. Okay. I am going to completely encourage you to delve into this new gift. And here's why. This new gift has to do with writing. This new gift has to do with literally putting a pen to a paper. And by honing that gift, and I don't think that this is like suddenly you got smacked with this amazing gift of being able to draw exactly what you see onto the paper. Incorrect. I don't believe that this gift is you suddenly becoming like a I'm glad you're watching me, Sean. Where you been? Where you been? You're interrupting me reading for Sierra now. This is something that will turn into you being able to either channel or do automatic writing or both. Because this is you putting pen to paper, allowing your mind to drift, and pulling in those messages. I am 100% going to encourage you to delve down that, to do that, etc. One of the best ways... You go. Where you want me to go? Why are you wanting me to go? You're being rude. I'm going to turn you off. You're being rude. There's 2 ways to hone this. Okay? 1, practice. Literally get you a... You didn't know if you were ready, so you've been ignoring it. Get you just a blank notebook. Okay? A blank notebook, and spend a little bit of money and get a specialized pen just for this, because you want something that is magical. Even if it's a damn notebook from the dollar store, you want something that is just for that. It's just for you channeling. It's just for you doing automatic writing. And the pen you use, you need to find one that you really love to write with, that's very smooth, that doesn't like stick. Ballpoints can kind of stick sometimes.
You won't understand.
I won't understand what? Stop it. But you want that pen to specifically go with that notebook, and it's just for that gift. Okay? The other thing that I'm going to recommend is listening to a couple of different frequencies.
Give
One,
it back.
give what back, Holmes? One is 888 and the other is 963. And I know that those are like kind of at the top of the solfeggios, but those 2 will do you an amazing amount of good in being able to unlock downloads and process the downloads. And you can find those in all kinds of music you can listen to all night on YouTube or whatever. That's what I would recommend. Do that a couple nights a week. Now, if it gives you a headache, maybe don't do it all night. Do it for a little bit while you're up cleaning house or something like that. But that will help you pull in the downloads and unlock the downloads. But go spend $5 and get you a brand new notebook that's just for this gift, and a pen that is specific. You only use it for that. Does that make sense? You are ready for it. You are ready for it. Okay? You are 100% ready for it. And I'm going to totally encourage it. I'm going to totally encourage it. I know a lot of people that their ears have been ringing a lot lately. A lot of people that their ears have been ringing a lot lately. I'll tell you what. Let me read for Noemi. And then I'll tell you why I think people's ears have been ringing. Sean, why do you think people's ears have been ringing a lot lately? I notice when I say Sean, you don't answer. Did you just tell me your name was Sean just to throw me off? Like, what's up with that? Sean. Your left eye has been twitching for a couple of... Yeah, I've had the top part of my lip on this right side go numb and twitch a little bit. It's fucking weird. All right. Noemi, you ready? Have you ever looked at a canyon? Have you ever looked at a canyon? Like, actually looked at a canyon. We've all seen the really pretty pictures of like inside canyons and how beautiful they are, but have you looked at the top of one? Like, have you looked down on the top of one and you see how the river has cut itself through the canyon, and you see the rocks, and you see the rapids, and you see all of the things that the water has touched? I have a feeling that you've been trying to be more fluid lately. That you've been trying to be more organic in your thoughts, and that you've been, and in your life, and going with the flow, and so on. And just allowing yourself to go with the river. But the thing is, the river is one of the very things that shapes the land around it. Water is one of the most powerful things that there is. So I want you to remember that, because I feel like you needed to hear it. A lot of times in going with the flow and just allowing things to drift and go on about their way, and so on, we tend to forget how powerful that water is. We tend to forget how powerful water is. Because a lot of times when we're visiting a canyon, the water, the stream, the river, whatever below, unless we're in a part where there's rapids, it's usually really beautiful and it looks calm on the top. We don't see everything underneath. I want you to remember that. Be the water in all of the ways. Be the water in all of the ways. You're welcome. Does that make sense? So you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. You can be calm and collected on the surface and still be a force to be reckoned with underneath. You can be...
Laura.
Who's Laura?
Funny.
Laura's funny? Okay. You can be wonderfully calm. You can have certain rapids here and there. Hi, buddy. Come here. We had an incident earlier, so I'm not super happy with him, but come on. Come on. Come on, get up here. Come on. Yeah, you can do it.
Prison.
He is not in prison. He does have a calming collar on. Ooh, it smells good. It smells good. So, Vladdy Patty earlier, I caught him spraying on my grandmother's curio cabinet. And he got in trouble for that. And he knew that, ooh, you fall. He knew that he was in trouble. And so I was in trying to move some boxes in my room, which I really shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have been moving the boxes. They were a little too much. This fucker right here. Let me tell you what this fucker did. Because I know how cats work. My mom's cat used to do this. Yeah, I'm telling on you. He got in a box of clothes and proceeded to spray in the box. In a lot of my t-shirts. And I about hit the roof. I don't know if there were cats here before, but this whole house, before I moved in, all the flooring is new. There's brand new carpet and brand new wood floors in the house. And then, but I don't think they replaced the tile in the kitchen. The kitchen and the bathrooms, I think, are the only tile that was here before then. But yeah, they completely redid all the walls and everything. So, yeah. But I will say, we got the calming collar on. So, he's been super lovable with this collar on. It's really funny. It's really funny. So, let me tell you guys why I think the ringing and the gifts and the things have gotten really intense lately. I want you guys to look back over the last, let's say 2.5 weeks. Like over the last 2.5 weeks. The weekend before the election, we had some weird shift happen. We've had some, I don't know. We had some weird fucking shift happen. I talked about it a little bit in a few videos. We had a lot of people that reached out like, what the fuck happened? My face isn't my face. Like all this crazy shit, right? And then since the election, since that weekend before the election, there have been multiple things that have caught my attention, I guess. I personally am a nerd. And I've been lightly following Google messing with time. Elon Musk is messing with time. And when I say messing with time, I don't pretend to know the inner workings. I'm back? Okay. I don't pretend to know the inner workings of Google or Elon Musk's or whatever. Thanks, Sean. I'm glad you're agreeing with me. CERN. There's a whole bunch of different things going into all of this. Okay? I have always been a firm believer in the multiverse theory and multidimensional theory, where they're, in my mind, they're bubbles. They pop up against next to each other, but they're also like slices, like this. Like you can look at that and know that those are all individual cards, right? They're all together. When you look at them like this, they're just a single card. But when you look at them like that, they suddenly have depth and dimension. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I were to show you this deck of cards, you know that there's obviously more than one card in there, more than 10 cards in there, but you don't know quite how many because it'd be hard to count, right? But when I show you like this, you start to see all of them, right? In my opinion, that's how the multiverse works. They all look flat like layers, but they're actually bubbles. We've had several times where the bubbles have kind of done this, where they've kind of like coincided together and then pulled back. But when that happens, you still have residue that floats over. If you look at soap bubbles on like in a bubble bath, you have one big bubble, you have all these little bubbles around it. Well, when one bubble pops into another and they become one bigger bubble, that little bubble didn't actually pop. It got absorbed into the other bubble. So you can still see the swirls of the soap on the bubble. You can't have two things touch. And even if they come back apart, they're still going to leave residue in the other one. My weird belief is that in the last 2.5, 3 weeks, since the weekend before the election, the Saturday before the election, we've had a ton of these things colliding like this over and over and over and over. Normally it's just one. You know what I mean? And then maybe they'll kind of go back to this, but there's still a little bleed over, Mandela effects. But this has just been one right after another, slamming into each other. And I feel like it's getting faster and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And when I say worse, that might not be the word for it. But those people that have been
Susan.
Okay. Those people that have been on their spiritual journey, even if it's just been this year or 10 years or 50 years or whatever.
How do you feel?
I'm tired. How are you? They've been feeling it the most. The shorter the amount of time that you've been on a spiritual journey, the harder you're feeling these changes. The longer you've been on a spiritual journey, you're not feeling them so much as you're actually seeing the changes. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my face looks different today. I know that I've straightened my hair. I mean, but even if I pull my hair up, my face looks different today. There's just a lot of things. So I feel like this is getting faster and faster and faster. I personally feel like we're on the verge of another like mega mass awakening. We had a humongous one in 2020. We had a humongous one in 2022. I feel like 2025 is going to be an overwhelming amount of awakenings. And I feel like that's why in the last 5 years, we have had so many people wake up already. So ringing in the ears is one symptom. And it's not just, when you have tinnitus, you hear it and it ebbs and flows, right? This is like a constant all the fucking time. And it doesn't seem like it's in your ear. It seems like it's back here, like behind your ear or on this bone. When it feels like it's back here, especially if it's in this bone, that's usually That's usually your spirit team trying to get your attention. I have tinnitus. I bartended for a long time in a lot of bars with massive sound systems. I know what tinnitus is and what it sounds like for me. This is not it. This is like a constant. You also can hear silence. I want you to think about that one for a minute. You can hear silence. And it has a weird tone to it. Like it shouldn't have this tone, but it does. Monster. And I want you guys to, there was something that caught my eye that happened this week. So, last week and early this week, well, no, it was last week and they came out with this. They came out and they said on 11/13 that there are aliens. They live in the ocean. And nobody seemed to really bat their eyes. Does that make sense? Nobody really seemed to bat their eyes. When they released reports months and months ago that there were aliens, everybody was like, okay. Like, oh, okay. Personally, I feel like we have been desensitized to it.
Give it back.
Give what back? You said that a while ago. We have been desensitized to it over the last 20 years with movies. Think about it. Think about it. Think about how many alien movies there have been. Whether you're talking about the Alien franchise, which are terrifying. Whether you're talking about stuff like Paul, which is great. I will deal with those aliens all day long. Whether you're talking about Star Trek, whether you're talking about Star Wars, it doesn't matter. Think about how numb we are to the concept of aliens. Think about how numb we are to the concept of how aliens could look. From super scary to like a rock. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. We have been numbed to that. We have been desensitized to it completely. So they came out and they said, okay, so there are aliens. They're tracking our submarines. They're tracking our planes. And then this week, I don't know if you guys know, but there was a massive rocket that launched from SpaceX. And it was like 400 feet tall. That's why. That's humongous. Like, I haven't had a chance to look up if the other ones were that size. but it caught my eye that it was that big. And then it was literally just going to go into the ocean. It was a test. And it might have done some explodey things. And then landed in a specific area in the ocean. The week after, they said there are aliens in the ocean. What were you delivering? What were you delivering? What did you get and now you gave something in return? What were you paying for? Does that make sense? Do you see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like we've had a lot of things do this. I feel like we've had too many bubbles go like this. And it's a lot. So, yeah. There you go. My opinion is that was delivering something. That was delivering something. You know, there's been too much weird things in the last 3 weeks, and I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I just don't. You can't make me. Never have,
It's
never
impossible.
will. Gotta love Sean. He said, it's impossible. As I said, I don't believe in coincidence. Just saying. Elon Musk wanting to put chips in our brain. Someone that is obsessed with control would want to do that. Like someone that is obsessed with control would want to do something like that. I loved, God damn, that hurt. I went to fix an eyelash, poke myself right in the eye. I don't remember if it was Blade Runner, the new Blade Runner, where they had the phones in their hand. Like, I think that is a cool concept, but I do not want a chip in my body. Like, put it on a little bracelet that I can wear. You know what I mean? I think that if... How what? I think that people that are obsessed with controlling other people are the ones that are obsessed with any type of implant. As much as I joke that I would love to have cyborg technology to fix some of the faulty bullshit going on with this meat sack, I would be really, really terrified about that, because let's say that we lived in a realm, in a dimension where we had mechanical organs, okay? So let's say your heart gives out. So they just go, okay, well, you have a heart about this size. You need model X2 450. Bam, done. You got a new heart. You're good to go, right? Fucking cool. I need a new pancreas. What is to stop them from putting a tracker in those pieces? Does that make sense? Nothing. And really, people like who we're talking about, that wouldn't be much of a stretch. Especially when, ooh, let's talk about that.
It makes no sense.
See? Sean agrees. It makes no sense. Let's talk about that, chicken and cow. It just, they wouldn't even have to tell anybody that they did it until later. And then what are you going to do? Go back in and have open heart surgery and take the heart out that's keeping you alive? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, they do. I already see y'all. We all carry phones with us. I have 2 with me at all times. Computers, laptops, watches, all of that stuff. So let's talk about aliens reaching out on the astral. Let's talk about that. Now it's getting good. Let's talk about some shit. And we'll leave Sean here to chat too. In talking about different dimensions and in talking about time and in talking about multiverses and stuff like that, I really believe that a lot of the shadows that we've been seeing lately are not shadow people. Shadow people have a specific form, a specific way that they move, their specific heights. These are like weird shapes. They're like a little ball that rolls along the carpet, or they skitter up houses. Like, they're not shadow people. They're something completely different. And notice also how people have gotten obsessed with the astral plane and the astral realm in the last few years. In the last 4 years. For people that have been around the spiritual realm and so on for a while, and that know how to travel, but way before TikTok was a thing, etc. There are so many different beings, entities, whatever you want to call them over there. That is stupid to think that we are the only living beings that can go to the astral. Do you see what I'm saying?
Success.
See, Sean agrees.
Indeed.
That would be like us believing, this is what I can't wrap my head around either with aliens.
Look closely.
This is like us believing that we are so special that we are the only life in the universe. That mathematically, it's impossible. Mathematically, statistically, it is impossible for us to be the only life in the universe. So why would we be so arrogant to think that we are the only living beings that can go to the astral? And when you're in the astral, it's not like there's like segregated areas. All right, you're from Beta Centauri, so you're over there. Oh, you're from Earth, you got to stay over here. Don't talk to the Draconians. It's not
Tunnel.
segregated. So when you're over there, you're talking to whoever it is that's over there.
Jacket.
I don't need a jacket right now. There are different beings, there are different entities that they live there. But for us to believe that we're the only living beings that can visit there, I feel like is stupid. I kind of feel like the astral is like a train station anymore. And I don't think anybody's explored any of it. It's almost like it's its own dimension that sits on top of everything else. Does that make sense? So I would 100% say that other beings are talking to travelers that are in the astral. And I don't think it has to just be witches that are in the astral, because it's not just witches that are in the astral. There are normal, everyday people that are in the astral because they travel, because they have a broken brain and they can't help but travel. There are shamans from every culture, every walk of life that travel. So it's not just witches that they would talk to over there.
Absolutely not.
But I could see where witches would be more susceptible. Sore? Why are you sore? I could see where witches would be more susceptible to opening up a dialogue with them. Does that make sense? Because most of us, especially those of us that are on TikTok at all, we're obsessed with all this shit. So we're obsessed with going to the astral. We're obsessed with learning. We're obsessed with we're obsessed with all of it. So we are more open to speaking to them. Hopefully that's how we can help each other, is by talking to each other like that. So yeah. So that's kind of my opinion on that. Ugh. Y'all didn't see that yawn either. Well, with that, I have finished my reads for this evening. Everybody I had on my list for tonight. Tomorrow is channeled reads. I've already got a couple of people on that list.
Can't hear you.
How can you not hear me? Suzanne Horn and Margaret. Y'all are on my reads for the 24th. Excuse me, for the 24th. Yeah. I haven't put up everything for next weekend yet. I will have that announcement Sunday when I'm on and Monday. I have reads up for Sunday, channeled reads, and then I have reads for Tuesday. I also have Thanksgiving reads up. But y'all know Black Friday is coming up. There's a reason I haven't been on doing a lot of sales, not just because of the move, which you love when your hair just to grow out right there. Not just because of the move, but I've been working on some things just for Black Friday and Cyber Monday for that whole weekend. I will be releasing at midnight Eastern time on Thursday, well, Thursday into Friday, some limited edition specialty boxes. And once they're gone, they're gone. Like, I may bring some of the products. Well, I will bring some of the products back.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Why are you being rude all of a sudden? But these are going to be...
Not even close.
Wow. Stop being rude, Sean. These are going to be like specific, bundles for Black Friday. So they will be limited. Yeah. But I will be announcing all of that. So, anyway, what did he just say? Oh, hang on. He said, why are you here? Good, not even close. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I will see some of you guys for class in the morning. If you guys didn't know, at 10 a.m. Central, I teach Herbalism 101. And at 11 a.m. Central, I teach beginner mentorship. And so, yeah. All right, guys, I will see you in the morning. I'm going to go face plant. Actually, I'm going to go take some medicine, and then I'm going to face plant. All right, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh, there's also group energy alignment at 1:30 on Zoom. So if y'all want to get in on that, that is on my link tree as well. It will not be here on TikTok. It is a Zoom meeting. Just saying. It is not too late. You can sign up at any time, love. Come on. All right, guys. I'll see y'all.